So hello everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to this video today. And I just want to preface this by saying the reason I am sharing this with you today is because I have made a few mistakes in my life in preparing for college and what college I chose and how much education I received and how it ended up working out for me now that I'm a mom and I have teenagers. And so I'm hoping to provide this for other teenage girls who also want to be moms and be at home but want a career that fulfills them and makes them happy. So these are the 4 steps that you need to take before filling out that first college application. And also, side note, I'm walking on a treadmill right now. I have a treadmill desk, so hopefully this is not too distracting for the video. I guess we will find out. Okay, so number 1, you must figure out what in the heck you want to do with your life. Whether that is, do you want to be a full-time mom? That's something that I wanted to do and not necessarily something that I really considered before I jumped into the whole college world. Maybe being a mom is not something that you really want. And in that case, my channel is probably not a great fit for you, but maybe this will still help you out. If you want an impressive career and you want to go to work every day for a company and just devote all your time and energy to that, that's perfectly fine. But you just need to figure that out. So another thing to consider is, what is your purpose in life? What really matters most to you? And then I am just going to warn you right now, I am a huge fan of prayer, and I'm going to push that to all of the teenagers all around the world, that's what you need to do. You need to pray about it, make sure what you think you want is what actually is best for you, and then keep praying and keep listening until you finally get that answer. So that's step 1. Step 2 is you just have to research like crazy. And that's kind of where Mom First Careers comes into play. I'm really hoping to help young teenagers, specifically females, have a resource to all the many options out there that are flexible, that will allow you to be a full-time mom and still work on the side. When I was your age, I just had no idea what was out there, and quite frankly, I'm old enough now that there's been so many more options that are available compared to when I was your age. But I think it's really, really important that you research and get a really good feel for what's out there and what would be a good fit for you. And don't forget, as you're doing this too, I want you to continue to pray daily. Make sure that you are led to those right avenues, that you're able to research the right things and find something that excites you. So step 3, once you've researched all these different options and you have 3 or more choices that you're really excited about, that you want to learn about more, then you need to just really dig in and figure out everything that you possibly can about this. And this is a step where I would actually try and find local mentors or even online mentors through YouTube. You might be able to find some great videos that shows the ins and outs, the day in the life of this particular career. But anything that you can do to get a really good feel for what it's actually like is going to be great. I would really consider your first step in this process, like what you ultimately want out of life, as you're narrowing down those 3 choices and really diving in to figure out what happens. But you want to understand what really happens day in and day out. What are the great things? What are the not so great things? Like, how intense is the education to get where you want to be? Or maybe the pay is really, really high, so you're super excited about it and think, I'm going to be so rich, I want to do this. But it actually isn't a great fit for you, because often professionals will jump into high education, high profiles, high paying careers, but then they end up hating it just because they don't understand the full scope of the job description and what really happens day in and day out. So once you figure out your life goal, and you research and you narrow down to 3 options, you need to develop, which is step 4, is to develop a pro and cons list. I would include the cost of education, the estimated returns, so how much money you will receive after you receive the education, just to see if it's a good balance there. I mean, if you're going to get a master's degree and it costs you $50,000, but you know you're only going to be working part-time and your income potential is much lower, then maybe that isn't the best choice for you considering what your end goal is in life. So I would just do as in-depth of a pro and cons list as you possibly can, and then continue to pray and be very specific in asking for help, considering asking for help and considering that this is going to be a huge lifelong investment for you. I'm 40 and I'm thinking I still have a good 25 to 30 years of employment ahead of me. So if you're just graduating high school or you're in your early 20s, then that's a long, long time that you're going to commit to whatever this career opportunity is for you. So you really want to make sure it's a good fit. And then that's it. I would say get to work. The sooner you can get started on this process, the better. Be patient with us as we try to post as many interviews as we possibly can with successful moms who have amazing jobs and careers that are super flexible, that allow them to be at home and allow them to do what they really want to do with their life. If you have any questions or you want us to explore a specific career option, then please comment below and subscribe, of course, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.